Hey guys, my name is RK and welcome to the Academy, where I do reviews, tutorials, and demos of things that I like or dislike. And today I am so excited to talk about the Fenty Beauty foundations. Rihanna released the first Fenty Beauty foundation a few years ago, and it's the Soft Matte Longwear foundation, and everyone loved it. I personally loved it. And just very recently Rihanna released the Hydrating formula, and today I'm going to be wearing this foundation on this side of my face and this foundation on this side of my face, and we are going to see how they compare head to head. So if that's something you want to see, go ahead and stay tuned. So this is what my bare face looks like with only moisturizer on, no other type of makeup, not even primer. Again, we're going to put the soft matte foundation on this side and the hydrating foundation on this side. The soft matte foundation comes in a glass bottle like this. My shade again is 310 and it comes with a pump on top. So we're just going to use one pump on a beauty sponge. We're gonna dot that all over the face and we're just gonna diffuse it out. It's gonna look like it doesn't match my skin because of the lighting, but it really does, you guys. This is my shade. I really took the time to pick the shade for my skin. This is a good match for me. This is my bare face, and then this is the soft matte face. This is a coverage check so you guys can see. Also, I just want to add that this is before I powdered it down, and it's already dried down to like a matte finish, which is really nice because it looks like it's already set. The hydrating foundation comes in a tube like this. It's very flexible, it's really cool, and but it comes in a pump so you don't have to squeeze it out. Again, I'm in the shade 310. So we're just gonna do that on this side of the face, just one pump, and I just want to show you guys how runny it is. It looks very runny. And we're just gonna dot that all over the face. And the one thing I noticed about this one is that it felt a lot more moist. I hate saying that word. It felt a lot wetter than the soft matte foundation. Like, it really felt like it wasn't gonna dry down anytime soon. And so we're just gonna diffuse that all over the face. But as you can see, it looks really wet. Here's what it looks like up close. Again, it's very wet and I'm gonna say it again, moist looking. This is a coverage check. Again, coverage is also really good, but I want you guys to pay attention to how dewy it looks. It still hasn't dried down like the soft matte. Alright, so first thoughts before I start powdering this and it dries down. I can definitely notice that this side, the hydrating side, is definitely a lot dewier and wet looking, and it's a lot shinier. On this side, it's kind of dried down a little bit, but it's not completely matte, like a very soft, very like partially dewy finish. So that's before I even start powdering. So now we're gonna set both sides with this e.l.f. HD powder in the shade Corrective Yellow. And it's a very translucent powder, so it's not gonna add any coverage, it's just gonna set it so it stays still throughout my face. I am going to work today, so it needs to stay put on my face. Do you wanna get the full assessment of the foundation just by itself without any type of interference from other makeup products. So we're gonna quickly talk about the differences between the two. So for price, this retails for $35 and this also retails for $35. They're both the same price. They are both 1 fluid ounce each. Oh, actually no, 1.08 fluid ounce each. So you get the same amount of product and the same price. They both have 50 shades, and actually they convert directly to each other. So if you are a certain number on this foundation, that means you're most definitely the same number on this foundation. So I'm 310 here, I'm also 310 here, and there is no difference between the shades. So for the skin type that it's designed for, this is designed for all skin types, as it says on the website. So anything from normal to dry to combination, it's all for all skin types. For this one, the hydrating one, it is designed for normal to dry skin. In terms of finish, as in how it looks after you apply it, this one on the website it promises a smooth, pore diffused, shine-free finish, not too matte, not too shiny. As for this hydrating one, on the website it talks about a soft, hydrated, but not dewy look, and I don't know, it's still kind of dewy on my face, so it's definitely dewy. It's very hydrating. In terms of the formula, This one says that it is oil-free, obviously because it's matte. And this one has grapeseed oil and hyaluronic acid. And those two ingredients are usually found in a lot of very hydrating skincare products. So it makes sense that the hydrating one has oil and hyaluronic acid. In terms of wear time, they both say on the Fenty website that they are both long wear and they are both humidity and sweat resistant. I'm gonna be going to work today and I work inside the hospital. I won't be sweating a lot, but I'll try to take a break. We'll see how it does. In terms of coverage and what it promises, this one promises a medium to full buildable coverage, and as the same for this one, this is also medium to full buildable coverage. And I totally saw that. My face is totally beat right now. I'm gonna be heading to work right now, so you guys stay tuned. After this clip, it's gonna be a check-in in the middle of the day. Right now, it is currently 1 o'clock p.m. and work starts at 2 p.m. and I'll see you somewhere in the middle there, and then I'll check in at the very end of the day, see how these two hold up on my face. Alright, see ya! So this is 5 hours after application. I checked in during work in the bathroom. That's why I couldn't really talk, but I am doing a voiceover. As you can see, it's a lot dewy on this side where the hydrating foundation is. Not that dewy on the soft matte foundation. I do get oily on both sides of my nose no matter what foundation I use, but it's significantly dewier on the hydrating side. So I am back from work. It is officially 10 hours after we've applied both foundations, and the difference, you guys, is night and day. As you can see, this side is the matte foundation and it has stayed soft and matte and it's pretty matte, and then on this side we've got the hydrating foundation and I am super duper dewy, as you can see. And that's okay because I have an oily skin type, and if you combine an oily skin type with a hydrating foundation, this is what you're gonna get. Super dewy. But I will tell you guys though, even though it is super shiny and super dewy on this side, it's not separating or it's not cakey. It's kind of like, I don't want to say beautiful, but it's kind of like this really pretty kind of creamy texture going on right here. But I'm gonna try to zoom in as close as possible. It is not separating whatsoever. So the foundation, even though it's getting really oily, it's still kind of flexible and it has not kind of separated with my oils. If anything, it's actually mixed with my oils perfectly so that it kind of just blends together. Beautiful. Maybe not beautiful for other people, but oh my god, look at that shininess. Adobo. Get him out of here! So obviously on the soft matte version, I'm also getting shiny over here because my T-zone is usually where I get the shiniest, and you still have a little oil peeking through right here, but not as much as this side, as you guys can see. On the forehead, we got some mild settling in the fine lines right here, but it's not as bad as other foundations I've had before, but you do see some settling of foundation on the side. Same on this side. Now we're gonna do the blotting test. We're gonna use a clean paper towel right here, and we're basically just gonna blot our face, and this is gonna show us if the foundation separated off my skin and is transferable after getting oily. So here we go. I'm just gonna press, not wipe, just press. We've got mild transfer right here. Let me let it focus. Right there. And we still got decent coverage there, but it does transfer a little bit on the paper towel. Let me press one more time, and here we go. Let's test the transfer on the soft matte foundation. Minimal transfer. Wow, wow, wow. So I am impressed by both of these foundations. Just remember that if you do have dry skin, this is more perfect for you than this one. And if you have oily skin and you want to try this one, just be prepared to blot throughout the day. Otherwise, these foundations are still really good. Again, I would just recommend this for normal to dry skin types like they did recommend on the website. This still stands as one of my favorite foundations. It doesn't break, and when your oils come out, it blends really well with the foundation and keeps your skin matte. So this is still one of my favorites. This one I would probably use when I feel dry, but as for today, I don't feel dehydrated. But on my dry days, I would probably use this. But most of my days, I'm oily, so I'm gonna stick to my matte foundation. So so that is our comparison between these two foundations, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel because I love making these videos when I do find time to make them. And then comment down below for any questions and follow my social media. I have set up an Instagram page for all my makeup clients and the makeup that I do on other people, so go check that out. And yeah, thank you for watching and have a good whatever.